Bikes are out, obviously. So what I gotta do is drill a 4-inch hole, and I've actually got this marked up here. Where's it at? You know, I'm cutting a 4-inch hole. I probably could have left myself a bigger mark. Where'd it go? Ah. No, those two were lining it up. There it is. There's the mark I gotta use. This was just me getting measurements, right? Because I wanted to specify exactly how I wanted this guy set up. So we're gonna drill a 4-inch hole here using a 4-inch hole saw. And what I'm gonna be doing is I've got to add some sealant boxes, obviously. So I got these guys. I actually got them secondhand on Amazon. Didn't know that was a thing. Bought like 11 of these things. And they are rated for 15 to 150 pounds, depending on center to center fixture. I like the way these guys work. Got a little magnet on it. And the whole point of the magnet is it'll hold that in place while I'm trying to bolt it down. Super cool. Super cute. So yeah. This will go up in there. I'll go ahead and physically get the hole and all cut out, and then I can start getting an idea of how I want to run the wiring, because I'm going to wire probably just right off of here over, and then here over for that side. So let's cut a hole. All right, so I've got the other light over here completely out. I think now what I want to do is I'm going to push some wiring up through here and run it over to the other hole right there. Hopefully it goes pretty straightforward. See if I can get it through the truss without too much difficulty, and, you know, on my own. Stuff like this is always easier with a second pair of hands. I just don't have any. All right, about to break for lunch. Quick progress update. I have electrical pulled through. I ended up having to drill a second hole here so I could actually reach up behind the project box here and pull the electrical cable, but then I was able to run it straight over the trusses. So I've got that one done. I'll likely end up having to put a third hole over there. Now, a nice thing though about using a hole saw, I got a plug to put back. So I'll put this back, I'll patch it into place, and note that it'll be behind the bar of the light itself. So I'll just patch that up, and I'm not gonna worry about it not looking terribly neat. I'll probably have to do the same thing on this side. I do in the project box have a opening just like I had here, whereas this one I was trying to turn 90 degrees from the opening. This one might go straight over, but we'll see. I've got this as an option. I'll do a second hole right here on this side, pull it out by hand, and then push it out. All right, time for lunch. I'm hungry. So this is great. Needed a couple more these plates. I'm gonna mount it up. This is the old one that I pulled out of the middle there. Check this out. So it bolts in. What I do is I use these rings around the outer edge to bolt this and turn it. And the reason I do that is because when I mount through here, I've got to be able to rotate. The problem is there's not, there's only like 20 degrees or so that it rotates through. So I need to basically have my center holes, or my mounting holes, about 20 degrees off. So that lets me mount, screw this in place and then have that bit off that I need. Went and picked these up Home Depot. Again, use these outer parts of the outer ring. Check this out. This bowl hole does not line up to this outer ring. I didn't realize that. Furthermore, if you line up the hole on one side, see this? Hole lined up there, hole lined up down here. There's actually nothing to screw into. The screw holes on these are different. So I gotta wait. I got 2 more of these on the way or 4-pack rather, from Amazon on the way. Gotta wait on those to arrive. Yay. Alright, so next day, and gonna figure while I'm waiting on the parts to arrive, I might as well go ahead and get everything set up for my next the one that's gonna be over on this side. No big deal, goes up same way as before, right? Well, problem A, Right here would have been the perfect spot for it, so it perfectly mirrored what I had on that side. Problem is, there is stud literally right above this. This is right where the stud is, so that's not going to work. More problems though. Check this out. I have a wall in here. I fed up the wire up through that side thinking I'd push it over. Well, it looks like instead I get to aim for this little tiny hole and push it this way instead. And then I'm gonna have to drill another hole on this side so I can actually reach in, grab it, and pull it down. The fun never ends. Well, the hits don't stop coming. I got a board on this side too. So I'm gonna have to apparently drill a hole through this stud and through that stud and then try to aim that through. Sounds like lunchtime. All right. Still waiting on the mounting hardware. Thought maybe I could drill a hole through this, but apparently it is hugely deep. So I don't know how thick this is. I don't have enough bit to get through there. So, gonna have to checking out the wiring, right? So normally I'd have the wiring right in here. I noticed I got a knockout on both sides. So I think what I'm gonna do is use the knockout to run angled on both sides. Yes, I know I already ran this one up inside the wall or inside the ceiling, but I think I may either leave that there and not use it because it'll bother me to have that one internally wired and then have this one external. My OCD will not accept that. So yeah, I think that's gonna be what I do. So next step will be to go ahead and get the mount actually installed up in there. So first, this 4-pack, 2 of these are different. Thankfully, I need 2 to get up here right now. These are all physically mounted right now, mechanically mounted, whatever you want to call it. So what I'm gonna do, hopefully you can see, pull the knockout out there and there. I'm just gonna run wire and I'll just chain them all 3 together. So I should have some more, oh boy. Yeah, this cable concealer, I'll use this. Hook that up there. Hopefully it won't look too bad. So yeah, I'll run a wire out that way. I'll run a wire out this way. Oh, that's gonna be the next part now. Let's go ahead and cut up some wire, measure that out. But yeah, so I've got a screw out here. I did use washers here because I didn't like how close the screw head was to the end, to being able to slip through the slot. And then over here. So all of these guys are completely mounted. Now it's electrical, which will be fed off the center one. So let me go ahead and get that all rocking and rolling. All right, getting ready to close up the last one. See, we got the wiring there. Got this guy. Again, that's the one that's got the main hookup. I've just taped kind of the wire where it's gonna end up being run. I'm gonna get some more of these cord covers and I'll cover it up. Same on this side, but all right, let me go ahead and get this closed up and we'll see what we got. Down to $24,000 question. Does it work? Survey says, oh snap. Oh yeah. Oh, that's brightly lit in here now. Heck yeah. Thank you, but your services are no longer required. Nice. Oh yeah. Heck yeah. Well, 3 days in the making, 2 days wasted. I could have done this in a single day if I'd have just went ahead and run the wires outside. but I wanted to have them up and nice and neat, you know? This is our first house we've purchased. Been rentals all up till now, so I just wanted it to look nice. So I think when I do the RV garage side, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'll do them external. So I'll plan on getting some additional of the covers to use, because what I'm gonna do here is run 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, and 3. So I have a total of 9 up there. So 9 plus these 3 make a dozen of them. All right. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. And of course, it absolutely should clear, but you know, I'm just curious to see what I got, because I know it's going to block off at least some of it. Yeah, but not much. And because these are windowed, I still get some light through there. Very nice. All right. So there you go. That's a status update. Once I get the cord covers, we'll get all those in. I think for now I can go ahead and clean up my mess in here and get this stuff back inside. So thanks. All right. So 3D printed up some little bushings because I wanted to make sure that the wiring is not going to, you know, eventually wear its way through. You can see I've got little 3D printed bushings here, and then I'm going to print a little cover come off of each of these guys as well, just to neaten it up a little bit. So I got to go get that side done next, and then I got to hook the wiring back up, and then, you know, fire it all back up. So I also got the second cable concealer over there, and I'll go ahead and get that mounted up there. But first, I gotta get the bikes out the way. So let's move those. Oh. All right. First of all, the tape that this comes with is horrible. I do not recommend this tape. Definitely want to get some better tape. But after fighting with it for way too long, it's in. Next thing I'm going to do is create some little transition pieces. I'll go ahead and put that together and 3D print them. Make for a nice transition from the nut down to here. Oh, man, what a righteous pain. Same here and over on the other side. All because I have some giant block of wood up above here that I can't seem to drill through. What fun. I definitely think my next house, after the kiddo is out heading to college, I'm gonna custom build that one myself. I'm not gonna buy a pre-made house because I don't like this. All right, but at least I got these lights done. Obviously, lessons learned here. I will be using a much better tape for the ones that I do. Not here, obviously the motorcycle garage area is now done, but I've got to do the RV garage still. So I will absolutely be setting up, when I wire all this together and I wire those 9 together, I will definitely go ahead and make sure I've got the bushings in place, save me from having to pull it back down. And I will definitely be getting a better double-sided tape. So, real quick, show you guys where I'm at over here. Making a mess, mostly. See, I've been cutting out, trying to explore, figure out where the wiring is in this house for the RV garage and all. What it looks like I've got here is my wiring is running from down there along here. This wire is the one that goes up to there. So I believe they connect together down inside of that. So I'll be obviously changing this out so that this current wire is only used for the lighting. And I'll be adding a new wire. Looks like I've got a little like channel there. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. And I also need to see, you can see in there, yay. And look, I got some, looks like piping there. And then of course I'll be patching all this back up. But yeah, so I think I'll be able to run all my lines from here along this side, about 10 feet up, and drop them down. The joys of owning a home. It'll be worth it when it's all done, right? I mean, that's the thing I gotta keep in mind. It's always the struggle bus until it's all done. And then once it's done, it's a feeling of accomplishment. I'm taking a break.